first thing I want you to get rid of, the first attitude I want you to get rid of is shying away from the bedmatic world. The second one is stop making your man beg. Stop making them beg before you open your things. Stop making them beg before they make love to you. Some women have this attitude problem that a man will beg and beg, pet and pet, even appease them like us before they will open their thing. It's wrong. Stop all this, because he's not a beggar, and I think it's, to an extent, it is his right to have it, Yes. So if you don't give it to him, I don't know what you expect him to do. To some men, they don't have time. They have a lot of things going on their head. They have a lot of activity. They have a lot of needs or targets to meet up on daily basis. They don't have that time to come and be begging you always. Most times a lot is going on their head that if you don't want to give them, they will only say, okay, I don't want it. Like they just feel like they don't want it, or act like as if they don't need it that much, and they will go outside and get it. So stop making them beg. Please minimize. I know we women, we have this attitude of making guy. Yes, the feminine attitude of shakara. We can make guy. Oh my gosh. We can do shakara inyanga. Yes, but to an extent, limit it. Don't make your man a slave. Don't make him frustrate him before you give him or you open your thing for him, to play. So just limit it, minimize it. I know some people cannot do without that, but minimize it, because if you continue dragging him, he might lose interest. The tender is up, if his in is up or system is on, it can bring them down, and they will go out and then look for somewhere else to free themselves, stuff like that. So, and most times when they go out, when they are in the midst of friends and they see things that rose their system, that makes their manhood, like the odogu, yes, in the midst of their friends, or because of what they see, instead of them to come back home or rush back home with the intention that they have a woman at home, they will think of another alternative, because they know that getting it from you is not that easy. So, and they need it. Odogunweke is something that is in pain. Understand this. Odogunweke, when it is up, it is in pain. It just need it need a comforter. It needs a comforter. So always be there to calm it. Always be that ice to bring the hotness, to bring down the hotness, to calm it down. Yes, because in how like in how you believe like this, they find it difficult to handle. They find it difficult to handle. They will always need you to bring it down, to bring the situation down, to calm them. So if you are not there to tender or to offer them what they need at that moment, they can look for another alternative. So stop making your man beg for sex or for love making. Don't frustrate them. Always be free, always be free. Yes, don't always complain, because if you always complain, they will see it as a disturbance, and when you make it a habit, for them to always beg for it, they will always end up not wanting to disturb you. They will look for alternative. They look for someone else who can give it to them, and maybe they spend their money. They see it as something that they can get with their cash. So when a man have cash in the pocket and you're making guy with what he can get with money out there, he can only go out and get it. He can always go out and get it. So stop making too much shakara. Yes, stop that. So that is one of the things I want you to do. So most of you out there don't know the man you are married to. Most of these men, let me tell you the cuckoo, most of these men like sex more than they like food. Most of these men like sex more than they love food. And maybe you end up feeding them every day, giving them meal without, giving them the other part of the meal. Because as much as I know, every human have two mouths. One is here and the outer part of the body, the opening here that we use, and one is under. Yes, we have two mouths. A mouth is an opening through which we take food and make sound. This one makes sound, and the other one also makes hand. You take food from here, you also take food from down there. So always feed your man with food and the other one. Jogunweke is something that is in so much pain. It's going through a lot of pain. It's something Jogunweke is something that need a comforter, and Kuchi or Bekus remains the only comforter for that. Yes, so always be the eyes, always be the eyes, the comforter to calm it down whenever it is like this.